Hey everybody, this is Josh at Soap Creek Armory. Just wanted to bring to you a product review today. There's a lot of self-defense guns on the market, a lot of different options. I want to talk about three though, just kind of highlight three that are kind of new recently, and we've got them here, and so I just want to talk to you about them a little bit. The first one is the Ruger EC9S. You might be familiar with the Ruger LC9 they came out with several years ago, and then just a few years ago the LC9S, the striker-fired version of the LC9. This year they introduced the EC9S, which is a more economical version of the LC9 and LC9S family. Basically what they did was they lowered the manufacturing costs by taking a little bit of work out, a little bit of labor out. The old slides, they had, of course, removable sights and adjustable sights and all of that. These do not. So these are a part of the slide, integral part of the slide. They're not adjustable. They're not removable, which, of course, eliminates the option of having night sights or anything like that. But it does lower the price point quite a bit. These are like $230 plus tax, which is about $100 less than the LC9 and LC9S pistols. One thing cool though is if you're thinking about getting another gun, maybe adding this to your arsenal or whatever, this does take the same magazine as the LC9 and LC9S. One other thing, it does only come with a thumb safety. There is no option without a thumb safety, and everybody's got their different opinion on that, but that is currently all that is available. But again, a good price point for a 9mm self-defense gun. Another gun, really hot right now, is the SIG P365. Now this is probably going to be one of the top three guns of the year, 2018, maybe the top gun, whether it's shotgun, rifle, or handgun. The SIG P365 is just getting rave reviews. Now we sell Glocks, I like Glocks, but this gun is quickly becoming known as the Glock 43 killer. And the reason for that is because it's about the same size, but just has a ton more options. And so, again, it's a new gun. The verdict is still out there on how it actually performs, but everything that I've seen so far is very positive. But here's the thing. Like I said, it's about the same size as the Glock 43, but the magazine holds 10 rounds, and that's pretty impressive, higher capacity. They're not calling it's obviously not a single stack. They're not calling it a double stack. They're calling it a stack and a half. So that's how they're able to get that extra capacity in there. But it comes with the extended 10-round magazine, a flush fit 10-round magazine, and SIG's also making a 12-round magazine. But still, the print of it is not any much bigger at all than a Glock 43. One thing, it comes factory with night sights. I know there's a couple editions of the Glock 43 that you can have them, but the base model doesn't. This comes factory with night sights. It also has something the Glock 43 doesn't have, and that's a rail. And so you've got that for your light. So that's just an awesome option there. It's got a really nice trigger pull, solid steel trigger. It's going to be a great seller. So I encourage you to come down and get your hands on that and feel it. It just feels great in the hand, and everybody that's picking it up is saying the same thing. So that's going to be a really, really hot 9mm. The next gun is not a 9mm. It is a 380. And this is the Smith & Wesson 380 Shield EZ. And you've probably held the Shield or have one, and it's about that same size. It's a lot bigger than what you would think when you're thinking about a 380 pistol, a lot bigger than the SIG P238 or the Ruger LCPs or the Glock 42. It's big, but it's about the same size as the other Smith & Wesson Shields, so that's what I'm guessing they're thinking about. But they call it the EZ because this slide is amazing. It's like butter. I mean, it just racks real easy. It kind of reminds me of some of the older 22 pistols that were out there, and it just racks real nice. It's got removable, adjustable sights, loaded chamber indicator. One thing you will notice is the grip safety, kind of like a 1911 or a Springfield XD. Some people like it, some people hate it. I was a little skeptic at first, obviously, just because it's different for this type of gun. But if you think about it, with the ease of slide, this is really marketed towards somebody who doesn't do a lot of shooting or may not have a lot of strength in their hand or something like that. But that being said, I like how it feels. It wouldn't be a bad gun to carry. But here's the thing: if you're one of those people who thinks you have to have a safety, I'm not a big fan of a manual safety because 80% of the time people seem to forget to turn them off, and it's even worse when you're under stress. And so if you don't have the time or won't take the time to go out and train and make turning off the safety second nature, maybe that grip safety is a good option for you. So that's kind of unique. They do make it with two options, having a thumb safety and not. We've got both of those here. It does have a nice trigger to it. It's got the optic mount, or not optics mount, the light rail mount there. And one of the other cool things is the magazine. I just noticed this the other day. This magazine has a button on the side, kind of like a lot of your 22 semi-automatic pistol magazines. The button on the side that lets you bring down the follower for ease of loading. So that's another good selling point for someone who maybe doesn't have a lot of strength in their hands. Maybe that's why they wouldn't want a thumb safety, or not comfortable with not having a safety, or having a problem with the slide. So again, that's just kind of a cool gun. So anyway, I encourage you to come down and check those out, along with all of our others. We still got the Glock 43, the Glock 42, the Ruger LCP, LCP2, SIG P238, cars, shields, a lot of options there. But I just wanted to show you those three kind of cool new guns for the year. So I hope you liked the video. Thanks.